What's up? What's up, man?
What's up? What's
I
going
see,
on?
I see that you joined us this week, man. It's nice to see you.
I feel bad, guys, because I didn't make it last week. We'll get to that. But also, I told HMC that I was going to make an appearance yesterday, and I ghosted him again. And I feel super, super bad. And I told him, I was like, this is the last time I'll ever, ever, ever let you down, Heavy Metal Cook.
Bold statement. Bold
I
statement.
swear.
What? All right, I gotta ask. There's a hole in the wall, man, behind you. What is going on?
I've told this story before.
Okay.
But actually, it was back when I used to play online poker, and it wasn't even real money, but I was playing with my friends, and my Wi-Fi was so bad one time, I had a flush on the board, and people were betting into me, and my Wi-Fi was so bad that it folded. So that's the only time I've taken out any physical violence on objects.
Damn. Wow. Okay. All right. Well.
Not even from big LP losses. It was bad internet.
Dude. Wow. Well. Anyway, man, it's good to have you back. It's good to see you. You know, life happens and whatever. But we can chat speculate for a while where you were, what you were doing. So let us know in the chat what you think Crime was up to that was so important he had to rug us. But
It was July 4th weekend, everyone. Keep in mind.
yeah. But I shout out to Tix for coming on last minute.
Thank you, Tix.
Yeah, and giving us the baguette chat. So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So here we are. He was at Patong with some lady boys.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay. Interesting speculation here. Okay, well, I want to see chat. Let us know. I hope to see some good. I don't know, whoever's closest. I don't know, but anyway, you know what? I'm just gonna pop on just a little bit of music here. Just for a second, just jam out. Today is kind of chill. Nothing really, no guests this week. We had somebody that we lined up, huge, that Crime actually lined up. Huge
he will
name.
come. He will come, and you will see the promos.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't make it this Sunday.
Yeah, but soon. There's a lot of stuff that's coming soon, like, shoot, what's the first thing that we should say? Okay, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this up. What are we looking at here? We are looking at Meteor LP Stimulus Season 2. So Season 2 of the airdrop is coming. Reward details coming soon. So any points that you had earned previously on Meteora, like the count stopped. They're calculating all that stuff. When is coming? Soon. But sometime back, Crime, they talked about staking.
Mm-hmm. I heard whispers of that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't hide that. That's not like a secret. They talked about doing it. Will they ship it with that? I don't know. But
I claimed my SPCX bounty this week.
Yeah, I did too.
I got 40 buckaroos.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I think I got about $7. I just didn't play it that much. I put a little bit in, just for giggles, but the pool wasn't earning that much. There was just so much liquidity.
No, yeah. It would have been ideal if the stock actually was had volatility, but it just kind of pumped the first few days and then went down, and since then it's just been not really doing much. So
yeah. Crypto Jones, I don't know what you're talking about, shadow banned, but we see you.
I saw your message where you said that he once got violent when his roommate didn't flush. So don't worry, Crypto Jones. I
Yeah,
laughed
yeah,
at it silently.
didn't flush. Like they left a fudge dragon for you. I mean, okay, I couldn't get that if they left a stinky chocolate hot dog behind. I get it. But anyway, you know, so okay, so LP Army has their bounties, right? There's the Alpha Hunter bounties. That's and that ended. I guess they're going to open up another one, but we had the community bounties. Some of those ended, and congrats to the earners there, like JP, Rip, Signaster, a whole bunch of people. And like, man, this one is like brand new LP here. I don't know if they've been doing it.
I've seen him around.
She.
On the she.
Yeah.
I've seen her around on the timeline, I believe.
Yeah, she's Indonesian, and just like, dude, they've been like onboarding so many people and like super successful real quick because they've been doing a lot of like in person, live. They're doing AMAs. They're just shipping it, like constantly. And there's so many like names. Oh, looks like Signature. He won more than one. Miami. I got to get that dude on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil why, but Miami from Spanish community, we got to get him on. But just super bullish, dude. Look at all these people that are like the one guy, right?
We know a lot of the names too.
Yeah, a lot of the names, a lot of them. So best LP death setup, meme contest, LP anytime, anywhere. A lot of cool stuff going on in that. In fact, let's see, I think it was at James. And this is literally me at the grocery store.
Me too.
Like literally me, and I'll go with the old lady, and like I might be in the truck, and I'm just like, hold on, I gotta check this, and they're just like, hold on, all right, cool. But I mean, it's hard to earn enough in that short amount of time to pay for American groceries.
Yeah, it's tough.
Make $300. But I just love stuff like that, dude. LP anywhere, anytime. But I love videos like this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Freaking fantastic. But yeah. Anyway.
What's up, Sir Peso? Nice to see you here, boss.
Yep. Good to see you. Let's see what else is going on, man. There's a whole lot of cool stuff. I'm gonna highlight the ticks right now because this is he's doing a 7-day, and anybody that doesn't know tick, he just does quick in and out, like no long term for him. And he's been 7 days in, quick in and out challenge. 4 souls is 7.43 souls so far, so plus 85%.
That's so good picks.
Yep.
Nice
Board.
work.
Right. And and he's saying, talking about Anthem. Anthem is pulled a lot. I mean, there's I ask how you feel about it. The Anthem meta.
Mm-hmm.
There's been, a lot of like, okay, so people say, save the trenches, revive, whatever. It's double-edged sword, right? Because, Anthem popped, and then like the volume, the liquidity from like everything else went, for a while.
I was kind of under like the impression initially, obviously I think long term it's a good thing because It just like I said before, it just raises the imagination of the price targets people have. But at the same time, I was much happier like the first like 3, 4, 5 days it was running because it was spawning and bringing a ton of volume. And now it's kind of like it's made its peak. And now if Ansem dips, then like it kind of wrecks like the whole market and people just lose confidence. So right now it's like I don't know. There's still plays to be had, but it definitely has sucked a lot of liquidity from a lot of different tokens.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, like it's still I think a very good risk reward to pool Ansem right now. So at least it's giving you that opportunity.
Yeah, and I think it also depends on the pool there because I mean, certainly I'll follow the volume. It a whole lot of I was hitting the 20.2 pool, and the fees actually weren't that great. It was more token appreciation than anything else, right? Now, could I have made more money just spot buying and selling? Maybe, but HNC doesn't do that.
I don't typically do it either.
I LP it, dude, and I'm just like I'm not that great of a trader, so I'm just not doing it. So, but anyway, like super bullish on ticks here. I like how he's keeping track of everything. Awesome. 6 green days, 1 flat. So I guess he just didn't LP that day. I don't know. Maybe he ran out of beer or something. I don't know.
I think I was kind of going over this in the last the coaching session we had in the LP Army, but like I'm just under the impression now that you can be in multi-day pools, like week-long pools, but you really have to choose the right ones right now. Like just because everything's fading, and the previous strategy that I had 6-7 months ago, 6-7, that strategy is like staying in tokens for a long period of time, being in them when they come down 70-80% or however much, and then waiting for another pump or for the tokens to survive. It's just not the environment right now. Even though there's volume places, like I think Tix's strategy of getting in and out and just playing the volume, it's just the best risk reward right now. And
yeah, no, I feel that. I do that quite a bit. Quick in and out. See, and actually, like before the show, I jumped into an Ansem position just because like the volume was there, right? And let's see, like I just put in 5 soul on a double-sided spot, and it's about 40% up from my entry, and my P&L right now is 0.06 soul.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even have like, I think I've got like 0.014 in fees right now. So
I think that I was in like a pretty. I actually rebalanced one of my pools on Ansem because it went out of range. That recent like dip it had. But I think, to be honest, going like not necessarily super tight, but 30% ranges, 40% ranges. I think that is fine. Obviously, I never go that tight, but just on something like Ansem, like. You should. It's not going to rug in one candle. Obviously, it can go down 20% in an hour or something, but you just have to manage it. And if it gets like really really bad, you can manage the risk before it runs away from you on a token like that. You know what I mean? So I think it's fine to size up a little bit more on those and go a little bit tighter.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's Crypto Jones is watching the old tab on Discovery, sorted by newest, and there just isn't a whole lot of new pools these days. I mean, maybe there's constantly new pools. And I actually have something to talk about that here in a bit. That's really cool. But maybe it's your filters on the all tab that things are not showing up. I think maybe this is a question in regarding to this question, mixing spot trading.
If you're confident enough to buy it spot, then go for it. I'm usually just not confident enough to buy tokens like that.
Yeah, the only way that I buy a token is whenever I'm using my ape-in strat. And that's just, a two-sided spot. And I'm really only hitting that whenever something just appears to be up only. Now, again, you could probably make more money spot trading that way. But to me, that's no fun. But I go two-sided with it because if it dips, and then comes back, then bueno. But yeah.
Even on the major.
Yeah.
I typically don't trade the majors. Obviously, I think buying Bitcoin and Sol at these levels isn't a bad idea. But typically, I'm not like throwing trades on the majors in terms of looking to sell out or anything. Like for me, I just try to accumulate as much spot as possible all the time.
And I'm going to show something. This is something I meant to show earlier. Speaking of Ansem, there's been a little bit of attention from Ansem on liquidity providing. Like, people are talking about, hey, should we rewarding liquidity providers? Maybe there's an airdrop or something like that, and people are trying to get him in touch with that, maybe create a pool or whatever. And I know the team has talked to him, and they even mentioned bounties is a great thing for that. Right? Provide liquidity on Ansem, get airdropped. But it's really just cool because people are showing. Did I lose it? Did I lose it? No, not that one. Okay, here we go. People actually show him how to do it, and he's actually like looking at the returns and saying like, wait, you're telling me you just made like 10% just doing liquidity providing?
How crazy is it that someone like Ansem, no offense to him, obviously he's a goat in this space, but how crazy is it that like he's not even aware of the possibilities? Like,
exactly. And
crazy.
Bullish for that because maybe that brings some more attention to it, and what have you. But the other thing about all these Ansem coins or Ansem is like, because that generates a lot of people will take advantage of that and like create scams. You had the whole like Levi. I don't even know who this dude is, right? Like he's XRP guy, but he creates white bull, and like with anything else, you're like, oh, it's gonna go to 1 billion. Okay. But I would just caution anybody out there, pay attention, be careful with those things because they might run for a little bit. Usually it's a scam.
Yeah. I think it was also really significant, and someone else like pointed this out to me. Obviously, I noticed, but they pointed out that the Ansem LP had like way more liquidity than the Pump AMM, which was I think the Meteor pools had like 5 mil or something, and the Pump AMM was like 4 mil. I might be off on those numbers, but
oh yeah, no, definitely.
But it's crazy because when is the last time that has happened? Like, very, very rarely. I can't remember the last time that a Meteor DLMM has had more liquidity than that initial AMM.
Yeah, and actually, you know what? I'm going to pull up something to really kind of like. There's a way to look at that like an easy way here. So this is on Metlex, and so I just put using the Dex tool, put the CA in there, and then you can see like all the different pools across, right? So like, here's the this is the pump swap pool right here. This first one listed 2.15 million TVL, and then we get to the Meteor pools. This one 1.65. 424. One of these was like 3 million. I think it was this one. Was like 3 million. So maybe some people have exited. Of course, the value has gone down. But, you know, Meteor pool. There's this little Orca pool here with 95K. Meteor pool. Meteor. One more Orca with 10K. Met. So, and like, you know, like, here's the radium pool.
Archaic. No offense.
Yeah, with like, I don't know, not even 2K in there. $51 in that one. I mean, and we're starting to get into the like weird pairs like Ansem Fart Coin. And there's probably some dynamic pools in here. But I guess the point is, you know, like the liquidity is on Meteor.
And it was crazy also because there's most of the liquidity in the Ansem pool, whenever it was like 3 mil or however much, it was all like a buy side. So like it's not even like a traditional AMM where it's holding like a ceiling. Like it literally is retail coming and making a floor. Obviously the floor can get eaten through, but it's still there. It's still providing support on the token, which is crazy.
Yeah,
it's all buy side almost.
Right. Yeah, for real. Gmed Hector, what's up,
Hector?
You guys, it's still we're still at wondering like where crime was last week. So let us know in the chat what you think. Where he was, what he was doing.
Crypto Jones is gonna send something out of pocket. I already know.
I can't wait for it. I don't know if Derelict is in today, but I'd love to hear his speculation. Shout out to Shifteen today. You know, talking about I'm not a good trader, never been, doesn't matter. Same. But 29.19 soul claims so far. Not bad for someone who can't trade. That's pretty damn good, dude.
That is very good.
Freaking bullish, but super bullish on that. Anyway, shout out Shifteen. Okay. You know what? I saw something out here. This was an interesting strategy for me. That I'm just gonna throw it out here. You got this new guy. We've shown it before, Van der Frank. Pretty new LPer. I believe he's Indonesian. But he's got something very interesting here, I think. Using Ape-In to hedge against opportunity lost. So he's usually a one-sided soul maxi, like a lot of LPers for meme coins are. But like what happened is like whenever something's running, it's going up, and so people will like just chase it. Right? They just chase it. And I've seen a guy talk about what he does with those, because he still won't buy. He will open the position one-sided, but he leaves room on the top, like some percentage up. So instead of closing
having to open
and reopening it, he'll just withdraw the liquidity and just put it back in wherever the current price is. So he's just trying to catch those little dips. I thought that was pretty cool. But so anyway, what he's doing here is he'll open that one-sided soul position like usual, and then he'll immediately use the Ape-In feature with just 5% of whatever that main position is, the default range, double-sided bid ask. Okay, so If his one side is 10 soul, he's using 0.5 soul to do this.
Okay.
And if the dry pool price drops inside that main range, close ape in immediately. But if it doesn't, that ape in, he's getting a little bit, he's catching a little bit of that pump, but he's not exposing himself to too much wrecked.
Interesting.
And I thought that was a very like interesting thing. I might actually try it myself.
Mhm.
I don't know how you feel about it.
I think it's a very I don't know how frequently I would try it, but regardless, any strategy, his sizing I think is very important. Like saying if my usual size is 10 soul, then I'm going with 0.5 to do this. Like I think that is like the highest IQ way to go about it. Just because obviously you don't have to risk as much in if you're aping in. Obviously you don't want to use the same size as your normal LP. So kudos on that, and I'm down to try it. I'm down to try it as well.
Yep. I might try it myself. See, the stash is back, and
You know it,
a
Hector.
little bit growing underneath here, man. A little bit underneath here. You just at the beginning of the goatee, and they got it like right here in this.
I know, why did they?
You mean Alex? They put a goatee. I think they're just telling you need to grow it, dude. But
I saw this and I was like, how the fuck did they get a picture of Alex? There's like no pictures of Alex anywhere.
oh, I sent him one.
I know you told me, but I was just like initially I was like so confused.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the Simon he asked me, and of course I got Alex's permission first. But dude, this is just like, and like the zoom in, but these is the exact same colors. My first thought is those pants are the same colors as the bins. On the
I didn't even notice that.
yeah, exact same colors, dude.
That is so good.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop swinging that in everybody's face. But yeah. Anyway, speaking of swinging, all right, I'm gonna turn off the music here. I got something to show you guys that I'm. This is a personal thing for me that I just want to brag. Okay. I've been working on something for stupid long time. And when we were together in Miami, I actually tried and failed miserably. But anyway, go ahead, guys, and show you this new PR for bench press. There we go.
No.
300 pounds, y'all, on bench, no spot.
No spot.
Yeah, it was ER or PR day.
Literally.
And I finally freaking did it. And I should probably do a conversion for our European and everybody else who doesn't measure in freedom units. That is 136 kilograms. So, yeah,
It's a lot of weight.
bro, it is so much weight. But I've been working for so long because I was stuck at 290 pounds for months and months and months and months and months. And I finally got to 295. And I kept working to hit 300. I mean, 315 is the goal, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm on natty. I don't. Yeah. So what was the plan if you failed? Well, that's why they say PR or ER. So yeah.
I told HMC, I said it might have activated some primal instinct that gave you like.
Yeah, maybe so. I will tell you what I do whenever I'm getting on the bench and I'm going for a PR. I mean, a few things, just a little bit of workout tips here, education, if you will. I'm going in there and I make sure that I eat well before. So energy. Always go to the bathroom before. That sounds
Really?
weird. Relieve yourself before you go. Okay. Um, and you get in the proper technique, everything, you get your back, your shoulder blades to go, you get everything squared, push in, get that correct arch going. And I load up on the pre workout. So I do take some pretty serious pre workout, 550 milligrams of wake the f up. And I hype myself up, and just like freaking go for it, right? So, um, I thought about using smelling salts. I never have. I should try. Yeah, spotter is like your stop loss. So yeah, um, yeah. Next goal is one pull up. I can actually do a pull up. Thank you very much. Um, but it's hard because I'm not. They say there's like this triangle of there's lean, natural, and jacked. You could pick two. If you have all three, you're lying about being natural. So, yeah. Uh, but anyway, just
Cyber,
me.
what's up?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Um, anyway, just had to brag. I've been hanging on to that for over a week.
Congrats, boss. It's
Yeah,
actually that's
thanks, man.
huge. And then next time we're together, it's when you got 315.
Yeah, man. We'll go for 315. Hopefully, we'll make that happen. Uh, thank you, Crypto Jones. Okay. All right. What else we got on deck here?
Is it time
Um,
to sh- is it time to shit on the Robin Hood chain yet?
oh yeah, yeah. We could do that. Yeah, we can do that. Okay. So anybody who hasn't been living under a rock, Robinhood chain launched. And this is the first token that was really, I think, really hot was the Cash Cap.
Bro,
This massive pump going up.
my friend had a lot of this token at 50K and he sold it at 200K
Damn.
and it went on to do like 100 mil.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Too bad. And right now it's at like 170 mil. And this is the thing that like what people don't realize is like just how like the sizing. Okay, this person sold 29 and a half ETH. And the price impact on that, let's just say it caused this dump right here. That's 14% selling 29 ETH worth.
It's crazy.
I think the liquidity is kind of thick on this, but my thing about this, and I'm not trying to like necessarily shitting on anything, but Robinhood chain, it's not like it's new, innovative. They took the Arbitrum stack, which is it's basically Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
So they put a green feather on ETH and called it new.
Yep.
And yet it has taken some of the volume from Sol. My personal feelings on this is that it's a fad because again, there's nothing innovative here. But problem has been solved.
Yeah, I agree with you. The case that I was telling you before is just that the reason why I think it has so much motion and activity is because Robinhood itself is like kind of like a meme, like with Vlad and everyone. Like, they're the ones who onboarded retail. Like without Robinhood, the GameStop squeeze wouldn't have happened. So the only
Yeah.
reason why I'm not saying it's gonna stick around forever, but I would never bridge to any other chain to LP, but I did bridge to Robinhood, just because there's so much volume right now, and like it is taking over the deck screener homepage, and I'm not saying it's gonna last forever, but I think it's definitely worth paying attention to for now, just in this era.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I mean, I started LP on Ethereum. You know,
Hmm.
long time ago. That's where I started, um, and like that was a nightmare. Okay, there's no like help. The UI is as basic as it gets. You know, like here, I'll just go ahead and show it to you. I will tell you, in my opinion, the positive that comes out of this, you know, if LPers on Meteor or whatever, and they try and do this here, I think it gives them a new appreciation.
It gave me a huge appreciation.
You're like, they're like, what is this? Or someone was like, how do I do a bid ask?
Good luck.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, technically, you probably could if you created multiple positions. You could do like a staircase kind of thing, but like, who's got time for that? But like, I mean, this is literally it. So like, V2, that's just an AMM, right? 0 to infinity, and it's fixed 0.3% fees. That's it. There's no like other options there. You've got V3 where you can go and you can like here it's saying 1% is the highest TVL. You can pick others. I mean, it tells you like what's commonly used, whatever, and you can continue with that.
Hmm.
And this is concentrated liquidity. Okay. V4 is probably the most innovation that they have put out there uh, in forever, right? And I did actually make the mistake of jumping on the 2% fee. Because I got in, let's see, let's go back here. I saw the hype, and for a while I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And so, like, maybe right about here, I was like, okay, fine, I'll jump in. And that's whenever it like leveled off. Like,
Hmm.
neat. Um, so 2% was absolutely the wrong thing, and I jumped back out and got into something else. But here you can search or create different fee tiers. And some of this is wild. Like there's a 0.96% fee tier. Like
I
what?
just don't get what I the UI is like. It's showing us different pools for the different TVL. It's just it's quite odd.
Yeah. And this is like all confusing because, like it looks like okay, so ETH on the top side here, and you can set your ranges or whatever, but like to me, and this is the other thing that whenever I was LPing on Ethereum, like that was it was always like long term. Um, you know, a quick in and out on Ethereum is like you're in that pool for a week, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you earned some money, maybe you didn't. But like so you just put these numbers in and you set this range. Let me zoom out a little bit here. And it's going to change the amounts here based off of that. But you've got this spacing, and this is how you do one-sided is you just move it down and then you can go to 0 on that. But this is like ticks and not bends, and you can slide your range this way. But to me it's just like super aggravating because like I had X amount of this token, an X amount of ETH, and I want to put all of it in, but you can't because it's a CLMM, so it has to have a flat range,
Hmm.
right? You can't do it like this. You can't have uneven amounts. So I would end up with just like some crap left over in my wallet
Yeah.
that I wasn't LPing with, and but super basic. Uh, Ticks
Also,
wouldn't have.
good luck if you guys try to go one-sided. Sometimes you can go one-sided without buying the token, but sometimes you literally cannot make the range. It forces you to buy like some of the token. Like I was trying to go one-sided and like I forget what ticker it was, but I like had to buy like $4 of the token to deposit, and it's just not intuitive. It's just not intuitive. It's not user friendly.
No, it's
Meteora
really not.
Meteora again, what you said at the beginning, I have such a higher and more serious appreciation for what Meteora has done in terms of their UI.
For real.
Because not only have they improved it so much from the very beginning, but even at the very beginning, it was like 10 times better than this.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. Yeah, Ticks wouldn't survive on ETH, but and they have here like these hooks, advanced feature enable pools to interact with smart contracts. But basically, like what this reads to me is, if you want more functionality in this, build it your damn self, right? Or like if you've got something from someone else, like add a hook. It's like, okay, enter that address. Where's the documentation? Where's the information? I'm not a dev, and this is part of the reason why I left, is
Yeah,
because it's like, to me it's a nightmare. It's an
yeah.
absolute nightmare.
With with all of that with all of that being said, and all of our dislike about the platform, um, I am up like 50% on. I think I bridged over like $1,000, and the portfolio is up 50%. But
Nice.
that just goes to show you just the volume on Robinhood chain, and
Yep.
so
I think it'll die off, to be honest with you.
I think
uh,
it will, but we shall see how long.
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Like,
But
yeah, I've just
yeah,
never seen the deck screener homepage like so much yellow, so much yellow.
yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I got in, and I actually measured my profit in Sol. To me that was easier because it's so hard to like measure your profit, over there. And so I was just kind of like, okay, I put this much Sol over there, and now it's worth this much. Okay, and so I made 4.7 Sol profit on Ethereum chain. That's how I looked at it, right? But uh, yeah, uh,
I'll
when
bridge.
Meteor, when Meteor multi-chain. I've heard the team before say don't expect that.
I'm happy with them not doing that.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, here's some crime for you guys. Beans on toast.
That looked really good, actually.
I'll put some chopsticks on there just
I
to make you
see
guess
that.
why. But yes, beans on toast. You guys are welcome. I guess congratulations to England for beating Norway yesterday. That was some crime.
Yeah, I wanted Norway to win.
Yeah, I did too. I did too. Um, I think it was crime because like a ball actually hit like one of the little cameras that swings up and down, which that's supposed to call a dead ball, but they didn't. And then
Oh, really?
England scored off of that. And so I mean, sometimes it's like boohoo, but um, that's like part of the rules, right? So
Yeah.
and but anyway, you know what? I mean, USA lost to Belgium somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, whatever.
And the Argentina Egypt game was like a little bit.
Yeah, right. Uh, who will be in the final? I mean,
I
be
have no
honest with
idea.
you, no idea. And I mean, USA already is out, so I don't know that it matters.
I wanted Norway to win like
I did
everything,
too.
but
Yeah, I mean, dude, the memes on that guy, Hogard or whatever his name is.
Holland,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he is
he is.
so funny.
Dude, you should see his sister. She is like looks just like a female version of him, and she gets in on that whole deal. But yeah, France is that's a good point, Cyber Brother.
Yeah.
France is probably the team to beat, but I don't want to throw shade on them. Um, okay, I think we got one other thing to kind of show you guys here. Alex, the goat, has shipped something new on his Metlex pool bot.
Ooh.
Something really cool here. Let's see. This is a better view of it. So there's a lot going on here, but you will see that he's basically put in more information here. Like you can see which KOLs are in there. Like you say, oh, Cupsy's in this. Frank, heavily copy traded KOL, is in there. A lot of people saying it was like, oh, Frank's in or Frank's sold. Now it's going to dump. But the other thing, he's put in bundles and bots and snipers, whether the dev is sold, what have you. But I like the TLDR. Dev exited, serial dev, bundled bots, 10 KOLs, blah, blah, blah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's so good. And this is like, I pulled this from the Discord. But he's actually got a Telegram. It's the same thing. Telegram bot, just any new pool that puts out there. Basically the same thing, right? And you see here, or big red, organic is 0. Danger. TLDR, 100% rat traders. I love the way he puts stuff. But this is absolutely based, I think, tool to go check out. It to me, it's like at a glance giving you a lot of that, like safety or whatever you want to call it, info. That's like critical to making your good decision on what to do. Right?
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, he absolutely is a king. Norway was the only team that didn't migrate all their players from somewhere.
Yeah. France versus Argentina, says Hector.
That
I think
Hector,
he's probably right.
That's probably a solid bet on that, but whatever. Anyway,
oh boy,
it's time. It's time for the big crime of the week.
All right, let me pull it up. Honestly, I wasn't gonna say anything earlier, but you foreshadowed it. Wait, I need to get the there we go. You foreshadowed what token I was going to share earlier. Let me see. I'll do this. All right, can you guys see?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, HMC spoiled it, but the crime of the week that I wanted to talk about was this old Levi token.
My bad.
No, it's okay. But it's one of those ones that the price action, you can't see it as well anymore just because it's been so long, but the price action at the beginning and the volume honestly didn't look like that bad. Okay, but the thing was on the 1 minute you could see like really, really heavy like bodies in the volume, and it was just instantly suspect to me. That is kind of like a more minor thing, but aside from that, it's just a slop token, and it's like who is his ex is suspended.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't know that.
but it's just like who is this guy? Like it didn't add up. It didn't add up. The market cap didn't add up. The volume didn't add up to the guy or or the narrative. Like I I didn't. I don't want to say I predicted this, but I was heavily aware that something like this was going to happen, and I kind of warned about it when it was like all the way up here. I'm like, it just didn't seem right to me, and however many days later, it's literally at practically zero compared to what it was. So just stay safe. I think you guys are probably smart enough usually to kind of catch the vibe on tokens like this, but I think this one might have fooled people just because of the and like I'm not saying you couldn't have made money LPing this, but you have to keep in mind the game plan of what is probably going to happen. So
Yeah, for sure. Um, and I mean, I definitely made money off of it.
mhm. Yeah,
I, I got out and stayed out after the um, it started looking bad here. Let's see, what did I make
and
off of that?
and like to be honest, like you could have bid asked this thing right here, but
Yeah,
it's sketchy because if you're LPing something that is such high market cap, such high volume, you're typically not gonna LP it. I mean, that's like 80 something, 70 something percent down. So it was just a major yeah, 74%. It's just I don't know. Um but also, real quick before I stop sharing the screen, I just want to show everyone what the deck screener homepage is looking like today. Like that is absurd. How many Robinhood tokens are on here?
yeah,
I mean, like it doesn't even seem natural. Um, but
that that is a good point. That it's
Rug me, daddy.
not natural.
we're obviously going to continue LPing obviously on Solana this week. But if you tune in to some of the streams, I think we actually are going to be looking at some of these Robinhood tokens just because it's just where the volume is. I'm not happy, but we're going to keep LPing Ansem, and that's kind of my vibe. Febu rugged kind of yesterday. I almost got hurt on this. Sorry, I'm just talking now, but the bottom of my range here was like three something mil, and I got one spike right here to I think I got out at 3.4. But this almost got really ugly for me. So hopefully you guys stayed safe on that. Kind of crime-ish.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of a crime pump at the end there.
I mean, this thing is down. Yeah.
The big crime that got me was Lizard Coin, man. I just stayed in that thing, got wrecked on that. But that Febu, I think I made like 0.05 soul and said, "The hell with this." Got the hell out.
Yeah, but it's just it's unfortunate. It's the state right now that tokens do this, but Triple T is still alive. Joshua is still somehow alive, I believe. So there are some tokens, but it's just you have to be very selective right now.
Yeah. Well, the camera keeps like falling. I gotta fix this, but that's crazy. Okay, well, let's see. I don't think there was any other like major crime. I think really just kind of like what what's funny is like scam. A token called scam.
The scam Altman.
Yeah. Actually, like I got freaking paid on that because so I did the LP Academy crash course yesterday, and like I had opened that position before that, and I like I should know better because it seems like any time that I open a position and then go stream, like I go back to it afterwards and I'm absolutely wrecked. Just the way it is. But like I came back to it and it had pumped way out of range with like 2.5 soul profit. I was like, hell yes, dude. Hell yes.
Let's go.
Justice. Right. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on, man. It's already been like an hour. Memes these days just don't have longevity. I mean, it depends. There's some that do and some that don't, but
It's definitely harder to find tokens that survive, and just in this market with
for real.
pulling liquidity and Solana going down and Robinhood chain. It's just you just have to be careful. And
well, and I think this what's really important that LPers do is if you always use the exact same strategy in every market, every token, everything, you're going to find yourself on the losing end.
mm-hmm.
You have to adapt. The meta changes, the market changes. You have to adapt with it. Because if you don't, it's like I've had strategies like, man, this always works, right? Always made profit with this. This was easy. And then like we hit the bear and there's like, why does this not work anymore? Or you would just see the typical thing of charts, like there for a while, it was always just like big run up and then straight back down. And, and that was it. There was no like bounce or anything. Then you would have other ones where it's like you get 2 bounces and then it's dead, or you would have the long run or whatever. Just all kinds of things. The meta is always changing. And I think that's one of the best pieces of advice for people like trying to learn this is adapt.
Yeah, and I think right now in this market, you don't have to be your portfolio doesn't have to be fully allocated, like whatever Solana you have in your wallet. Like you don't need to be I personally think throwing a lot of money pooling Ansem is not a bad idea, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of finding a ton of pools to be in right now, I think it pays to be selective, and it pays to sometimes just have Solana ready to fire when a high volume play or like just right now with these quicker in and outs. And for me, quick in and out doesn't even necessarily have to be like 10 minutes. It can be multiple hours. It can even be like a day, but you're just getting out on a bounce,
Yeah. I mean, unless you're like Tex, 3 minutes is a long time. But hey, you know what? It works for him.
It does clearly.
It's hard to argue with that one. But yeah. So anyway, do we have any other things that we wanted to talk about? Like I've run out of stuff to screen share here. Oh, I did have one thing actually. And chat, you can speculate along with me on this one, but this one is actually kind of like irritated the hell out of me. World. There's been so much hype, so much, stuff going on with this. And like they've shipped nothing. Like it's a website that collects your email address or something. That's it. They've done absolutely, and to me it's just like this. So like at first they're like, we're gonna launch something soon. Everybody hopped onto it and there's all this hype.
I see people with world badges now too. Which is
yeah. And Solana ecosystem call and whatever, they played along for a while. But then, this thing was running and then they just make a toast or like a post. There is no product. I'm sorry. I love you. And the token like rug hard. I was like pissed, right? Because I lost a bunch of money there. And they're like, oh, thanks for participating with the greatest social experiment, I'm like, bro,
They're just playing with people's money. It's kind of
Yeah, you're playing with people's money. And then they go and say the Solana prediction market. Is it though? They've shipped nothing except hype. You know, they ship funny tweet. Okay. Yeah. Hilarious whenever I'm losing soul. But here's like update 2.3 million views. That's what they're shipping. Thanks for playing Solana forever. I love you. I mean, that's it. They're just like tweeting and whatever. And so maybe I'm missing the point. I don't get it, but to me, it's kind of criminal, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Is you're playing with people's like money, at that point.
Yeah, and it's different. It's different if they haven't even associated with the token, which is kind of an issue, and they knew that if they tweeted something, it was going to do that to that token. I'm not saying like obviously memes can go down, but it's
Sure.
It's just kind of the them being oblivious almost, or just being or the blatant disregard to how that impacts stuff. Like I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, you make one tweet and says there is no product, and then everybody just like whoop, jeets, and so people lose a bunch of money on that. And to me, it's you could say no crying in the casino, whatever, but I mean, you got to know, what that's going to do. And to me, it's irresponsible. But
yeah, agreed, 100%.
What's the end game? I don't know. Maybe it's something cool. I don't know, but it just left a bad taste in my mouth whenever they did that. That I was just like, and so like, yeah, I got out. It was like I'm not going back in. So
yeah.
Anyway, so we don't have any other, I think, estimations on what happened, where the crime missing MIA was. So
I'll give you guys a quick rundown. So I was in my city downtown for the 4th of July. I ended up consuming too much alcohol. And I woke up at an apartment that I was not entirely familiar with.
With
so
ladyboys?
With 10 or 20 ladyboys.
Wow. Okay.
So and I just had no way. I had no way to get back home. I woke up late, and so I deeply apologized to Tix and HMC. Tix saved me. Thank you, Tix.
He is the king of ladyboys.
We're gonna hope that doesn't happen again. I made a promise to HMC not to rug him, so I plan on being more responsible.
That's all right, man. It's all right, dude. Okay, well. It's good to have you back, brother. It's good to have you back. My God, dude. Yeah, so that's a story for another time. But anyway, did you wear the vest?
No vest, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I feel like nah, not in the city. Not in the city.
Not in the city? Okay. Well.
Maybe like it would be appropriate if I had like the whole tactical outfit, and then people would be like questioning. They're like, "Is he with the police?" Blah blah blah. But like, nah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you might not have ended up in a hotel room, strange room with a pile of ladyboys. I mean, I don't know. But who knows?
Oh
dude.
Man.
All right, guys. Well, we're just at over an hour, so I think we're probably going to call it.
I think so. We have a huge guest coming on very, very soon, so stay tuned. Heavy Metal Cook is forcing me to do some sort of crazy promo, so I'm gonna be trying to get as creative as he does with his.
We'll see.
So.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm so bullish on this. I'm so excited about this. I can't wait for this to happen.
Yep.
Super bullish. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining everybody out there. Appreciate all of you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for participating in chat. Yeah, we will see you next week right here on Heavy Metal Crime. Y'all be good.
Peace, guys.
Peace.